Tonight we are here with you and we greet you. We greet you with love and joy and expectation and excitement. Expectation of the possibilities that is available for us to share with you, and the possibilities of excitement and joy that is available for you to embrace in your life. Yes, dear one, if you are listening to this message, we are talking to you. This message will be called the expectation of joy. And that is what we wish to talk to you about here. In this communication, in this conversation, in this mode of sharing. Today we wish to talk to you about the expectation of joy. We wish to share with you the powerful energy that you create when you assume joy is available to you as your birthright in every moment. And it is, dear one, it is. The only difference, as you might have heard many times before now, the only difference is whether you are able to see the joy in this moment or not yet. But that joy is there, and it does not look the way you think it should. No, of course not. Joy is a particular frequency bandwidth of energy that flows through everything, every human being, every moment, all the time. Which means it is there, accessible to you to tap into. But no, joy does not always look like blissful, delirious happiness. Sometimes joy is just a relief. Sometimes joy is just an opening up. Sometimes joy is letting go. And no, there is no expectation from God, the universe, any one of us on this side of the veil, for you to consistently live in the frequency of joy. Of course not. If you did that, you would not be alive anymore. Your very particular, very specific experience here is being able to move back into joy again and again on a regular basis. So if you do not see the moments in today that has passed in which you were able to dip into joy, in which you were able to feel the frequency of joy run through your body, do not worry. We do not care. Neither should you. It will be there tonight. It will be there tomorrow. It will be there the day after and the week after. What you do wish to do, if this is something you want to experience more and more of in your life, is exercise the muscles that allow you to open up to the frequency of joy. And these are some practical tips and advice we can give you to help prepare yourself to access joy more regularly and more frequently in your life. 1. Joy cannot be accessed by trying to follow your mind around. You cannot think something right. You cannot force yourself to be joyful by telling yourself you should. The mind does not know how to get there. It knows many, many other things, and it's very useful for many, many other things. Of course, it's a beautiful, beautiful tool and companion. But a mind does not have access to get you to joy. Joy, too, comes from the present moment, not from an expectation of a future outcome, not from a memory of the past, although, of course, those things can bring you experiences or feelings of joy. But trying to cling to the past, thinking that was when you were joyful, or trying to think that sometime in the future you will be joyful if only, aren't very joyful activities in their own right, are they, dear one? Even if a memory of the past fills you with joy, or an expectation of the future, it is in this present moment that you are feeling it. It's in this present moment that you are experiencing it. And you can only access joy if you train your focus, your attention, to return to this present moment fully, over and over and over again. And this is something that will take practice. It will take consistent, regular permission and effort. And that is part of the gift that meditation brings you. A regular practice space to bring your attention back to this present moment over and over and over again for a set period of time, every day or as often as you can. So 3. What do you access joy with then? It is an energy, it is a vibration, and you access it through your heart. So you access it through feelings. Do not assume what joy will feel like. Do not try to force yourself to feel, because then you are not truly feeling. Joy does feel differently in different circumstances and in different times of your life. Allow yourself to just purely observe the frequency, the taste, the texture, this experience of joy. 5. Do not cling to joy. Do not be afraid of losing it. If you know it will come visit regularly over and over and over again, there's no need to cling to it. There's no need to be worried or afraid of losing it. It will be there for you again and again and again. 6. Learn to name it for yourself. There will be certain practices, certain experiences, certain people that more regularly get you in touch with this feeling of joy. Of course, we do not advocate that you outsource your joy to only something outside of yourself, only when you are with certain people or able to do certain activities or in certain circumstances. No, of course not. We would never recommend that to you. You are the master of your life. You are the master of your joy. However, be aware of the things, experiences, people, places, activities, states of being, thoughts, routines, foods, and so on, that more easily, more regularly brings you in contact with this experience of joy. Make notes of these if you wish, either to yourself or share it with someone you trust and love. And then, of course, number 7. As much as is possible, and it is always possible, Joy is always available to you where you are in the moment, even if sometimes it is only through a change of perspective or belief or mindset. And at other times you have choices. Where you want to go, what you want to spend your money on, who you want to visit, and so on and so on. 7. Every moment that you are able to set yourself the goal to choose joy. You know what brings you joy, you've been aware of it, you've been making note of it, you know what it feels like. Give regular permission for it. Sometimes all you have is a mindset. Sometimes you do not see the options for joy, and that is fine. Sometimes you do not want to make the choices. There's other things in the moment that calls you louder that you wish to respond to. Sometimes just knowing that you have a choice, even if that's not a choice you make, is joyful enough in its own right. Give permission for joy, all its beautiful variations, subtle flavors, and immense experiences. And 7. At the end of each day, be grateful. Be grateful, list them, name them, write them down for yourself. Create a gratitude list. Look for them. Be honest with yourself. Be open. Be aware that maybe, only moment of joy you were able to see today was that first sip of coffee, or that one hug from someone you care about. Write them down. Give thanks to the moments of joy, and you will see them increase uncountably as the days progress. And you will start to realize how filled with moments of joy your life has already been, and you either took them for granted or you didn't even notice because you were rushing past or through it. Some of this might sound corny or cliche, dear one, but have you really sat down and embraced this practice of joy yet? Do it. Do it, do it, do it. See your life shift into joyful, cheerful, love-filled, blissful experience. 8. Back to where we started. Expect joy. Expect joy is available in every day. In one moment or another, somewhere, there will be a moment of joy available to you and outside of you, without you even making it happen, surprising you as a gift as you navigate through your normal day. And as you know and are aware that joy is your birthright in every day, and as we embrace this practice more and more, in every moment, there is a frequency of joy that you can tap into. The easier it will become to remind yourself of this practice of joy and to embrace it fully, open-heartedly, everywhere you go through your life. And of course, 9. Joy will take you places you cannot even imagine. Joyful, beautiful, exciting, adventures, people, experiences, and expressions of yourself that you would not have been able to reach if the only thing you followed was your mind. And that is the biggest reason we encourage you to embrace your joy. Let it lead you. Come alive. We are the ancient ones, come to hold your hand through this time of ascension. We have been with you always, and we are there whenever you wish to talk to us. Say our names, start a conversation, in words or in writing, and see it flow. Feel us with you, hear our wisdom, see your life shift. You are not alone in this time, dear one, and there's no need for you to ever feel like you have been left in the dark. Let us love you, let us support you, let us hold your hand, and let us lead you to that which has been calling you. We love you deeply, and so it is.